I mean, they are so busy that in the morning they go to the houses and do housework of other people, and they pay them back. And in the evening they are busy with the kids. That's
Yeah.
how they are doing.
So most of the mothers work.
Most of the mothers are working. Yeah,
And then who takes care of all those children? My goodness.
that's how it is. They have to keep the income coming. So the mothers are working.
So are the fathers taking care of the kids?
Some of them, yeah, some of the fathers are taking care of the kids, but some of the children are taken care by the elder ones.
Yeah.
That's how the system is working over there.
Right. So what we usually Eunice uses women's groups because they're more responsible. They pay the money
Right.
back and they use the money for the family, not to drink or buy Coca-Cola or something that doesn't help the
Exactly.
family. So
Mhm.
it doesn't seem though like those women would have time for one more thing, right?
Exactly. But I have a question. What is Yunus to give women to do with the money? What does he want women to do with the money?
Well, what he describes in the Three Zeros book is that he has this program now all over the world, and you make a
Uh-huh.
proposal. So when you're in your lending group, the woman would say, "Okay, I want to buy 5 chickens and sell the eggs," or "I want to buy a sewing machine." So the what I was talking with Hassan about is because there's so much plastic all around the world that people are building houses where they stuff the empty like water bottles, they stuff it
Mm-hmm.
with old bits of plastic, and then they use that instead of bricks. So the house is constructed of the stuffed plastic bottles, and then they plaster over it, so it's covered with plaster, and so the bottles are kind of they form the shape, and they also are insulation. So and they get plastic out of the environment. So
Mm-hmm.
you're right. That's the key question: is what kind of business model can work in a
Mm-hmm.
village where people don't have much capital.
Okay, so some of the women over here, they are able to like sew clothes for other women, and they can get earnings from that. So what I'm saying is, we can do this thing that we can buy machines. You know the sewing machines.
Yeah,
We can
right.
buy the sewing machines for the women, and at least they'll have the source of income for them. So this is one thing that some of the women can take responsibility for.
But if they have 7, 8 children and they're working as a maid, how do they have time to sew?
But not all of them are working as maids. Some of them are working, but some of them are always at home. Like
Okay.
the woman I'm talking about is the one who sews clothes for others. There are a lot of women in this village who are able to sew clothes for other people, and they get money from them. But some of them doesn't have machines. Their machines are not working. They don't have enough money to buy the machines.
Right.
So that's another thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Roughly, how much does a sewing machine cost there?
I think around 80 dollars. Okay, $80. Yeah. So 800 rupees would be $80.
Okay.
8,000 rupees. Yeah, 8,000 rupees.
Okay. So, the what I need is for you and Hassan to read Eunice's books, because he gives the whole history of what works, what doesn't work, what the problem is, and as I said, we had a problem because the woman didn't pay back because there wasn't a strong group to support her. She just kept the loan, and so it didn't keep. The idea is
So,
that you pay it back and then the next woman gets it.
oh, okay. So the idea is they have to like pay it back.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So they pay back to who? Me?
Well, the the groups have someone who's financially responsible for keeping the records of who gets what and who pays what and that kind of thing. So that's part of the support, is that they learn how to do simple accounting and bookkeeping and that kind of thing.
So basically, if I, like, for example, if I bought sewing machine for a woman over here, so she has to like pay me back by the earnings she get from that sewing machine, right?
Right. Right.
Yeah. So I'm getting the idea. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And then, but like I say, the brilliant thing about Eunice is that he works with a group. And so the group puts pressure on each other and supports each other and educates each other. So it's like 6 or 7 women, and then they take turns proposing a project, and then they say, okay, so and so is going to be the next person to get the loan, and then they pay it back, and then they say, okay, the group is going to pick this person to get the loan.
Yeah, so I'm getting the idea. It's all about the teamwork.
Yeah. And because it's, like I say, it's support and it's pressure. So if you don't pay it back, the group makes you feel bad.
Oh yeah, I get it now.
Okay.
I'll read about it. I'll read the Eunice book.
Yeah. I think he has 3, and there's lots available online. You can just read. But they have a whole system for who does what in the group and that kind of thing. So, so that would be good to talk to the mothers who aren't working. Do they already know how to sew, or they probably need to be taught?
No, they already know that, because they weren't able to get education, and they only knew how to sew.
Oh wow! And they know how to use the machine.
Yeah, they know it.
Oh good. Oh great.
Yeah.
And so they would need money for the machine and for fabric.
Yeah, exactly. That's it.
Yeah. Well, maybe the next step is to start talking to some others.
Sure, I'll do that. I think I should do that, right?
Okay. And they don't believe in birth control, right? And contraception.
Not the pills. I don't think they know about the pills, but they know about the coil that they put, and that's how they control the birth of the children. Yeah.
With the condom?
Not the condom. There is like a coil that you put in the vagina
Oh,
of the woman.
like a yeah.
I don't even know the exact term of it.
We call it IUD, intrauterine device.
Yeah.
And do some of them have that? I mean, do they have the money to get the coil?
From the government hospitals, yes, they do it. The government hospitals over here, they do it for free.
Oh.
So yes, that's how that thing is being manageable.
And can the woman have it inserted without the husband's permission?
I don't think so, because the husbands are really dominant in the villages.
Yeah, I know.
That's why they have 4 brothers, 4 sisters, and like
a
lot of big families.
Right. But it's expensive to feed all those children. So I would think that the fathers would want to have fewer children so they can do more for them.
The thing is, the fathers are not educated, and they don't care about the money. They just like want children, and they just keep on doing it, and they don't think about it. Like, from where is all the money gonna come from, and where I'm gonna feed the children? No, they don't do that, because they are not educated. They don't think of it. They just want big family, and they have it. That's it.
Wow. They must eat very simply. I mean, just like lentils and beans and.
Exactly. Their food is very, very simple, and some of the time, a lot of women, a lot of people, a lot of families around here don't have enough to eat.
Wow. So do your students have enough to eat?
Some of them, yeah, but some of them are not really good.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
That's nice that you give them snacks sometime, right?
Yeah, I do give them snacks, and sometimes I tell them that I'm gonna buy you candies, and if you're gonna do good in letters, I'm gonna give you some candies, and they get really happy with that.
Yeah. But remember, it's better to avoid sugar because sugar is so unhealthy.
Yeah, that is true.
um, okay, well then, um, why do you teach them at night and not during the morning?
During the morning, they are busy. Some of the kids are going with their mothers to the houses, like some of the girls. They are going to some of the people's houses to help their mothers with the household chores that they are doing for other people. So
Oh,
that's why they are not able to come in the morning. That's why they come in the evening after their Quran class. Yeah.
oh, they have a Quran class?
Yeah, some of them are going to some of the people's houses and they teach them Arabic. We can call that Arabic. Yeah, so they do go to Quran class regularly.
The girls too.
Yeah, the girls too.
Oh, and they're taught Arabic.
Yeah,
Do they need that? I mean, it seems like that's not as practical as learning Urdu and English.
they are being very religious about it. That's why they really want their kids to at least go through the whole Quran. So that's why they are learning them in Arabic really well.
I see. Okay.
Hmm.
All right. Well, I think we covered a lot of uh, ideas. So let me know what you think about the sewing machines, and how are you doing in your job search, or are you not ready to do that?
No, certainly not. Not right now, but in the near future, yes, I'm gonna get back to my jobs so very soon. I'm already getting very interview calls from a lot of hospitals, so I'm gonna go back to that as well.
Okay. All right.
Hmm.
Well, thank you very much, and enjoy the rest of your evening.
Thank you. It was so nice talking to you. Take care.
Okay. Bye bye.
Bye.